Is it just me? And am I the only one who feels like they're on an emotional roller coaster since receiving their late autism diagnosis? Okay, so this is going to be a different video, and I'm just going to be talking about my feelings and how I've just been since being diagnosed with autism. I think I'm going to call this series Confessions from a Late Diagnosed Autism Diagnosis. I don't know, something like that. I'm going to figure out a title for this series, and I'll just be sharing basically how I feel since being diagnosed with autism. Okay, so lately I feel like my emotions are up and down since being diagnosed with autism. Don't get me wrong, I have been extremely happy to know that I am autistic, and I do feel like that missing part or piece that was missing that I didn't know about myself, that I discovered that, and that has made me so happy and so much more in tune with who I am. But then I'll get to the point where it really sinks in, like, you're autistic, like I'm autistic. And I don't know, I get so emotional. I cry, and I just sit in those feelings of knowing that I have autism and it wasn't discovered until now. And I feel like I missed so much growth as a child, as a person, because I did not know that I was autistic. Since knowing that I am autistic, I'm able to set boundaries for myself. I'm able to say, okay, no, I'm not going to go to this function because I know that it's not good for me. I'm going to probably have a meltdown. So I know that if my social battery is on 0, then I may need to sit that function out because I'm either going to have a meltdown or I'll probably just go mute and just not be able to talk at all. So it's nice to be able to set those boundaries and not feel guilty about it. The other thing is that it's nice to just have a name to why I am the way that I am. Okay, because I used to feel like an alien. I used to feel like I was so weird and I had no one to relate to. And now, since I've had my autism diagnosis, I have connected with so many people who have felt the same way or go through the same thing or experience the same thing. And it's so nice to have that community. So that is the upside of learning that I'm autistic. I guess the downside is the downs feeling when I get down and I'm thinking, okay, I'm autistic and I have all of these obstacles that I have to, I don't know, conquer, go through. I can't really explain it, but I just get so depressed because it's like, wow, how do normal people, deal with day-to-day life, and they may not have the same struggles as someone who is autistic has. And it's like, maybe life wouldn't have been so hard if I didn't have autism. There's also the feelings of being able to unmask and stop suppressing those feelings that I have or things that come natural to me, like stimming or like being comfortable not talking. And that feeling of unmasking is like becoming a new person. And so at 33, it's like I'm just now being able to be comfortable and discovering who I am and being authentic to that. And I don't know, it can be overwhelming sometimes. I'm constantly checking myself because I want to make sure that I am being true to who I am and I am taking off that mask and not pretending to be something that I'm not. And so I don't know, it kind of feels like a midlife crisis, even though I've never been through a midlife crisis and I may not know how that feels, but I feel like those words describe it. So, am I the only one who's going through this emotional roller coaster? If you are a late diagnosed autistic person, are you going through the same things? Do you go through periods where you're super happy and you're just so proud to be autistic, and then all of a sudden you hit a low and you're just super emotional because it just seems so overwhelming? You've had to learn and take in all these new things, and it's like, I don't know, it's just so much. I guess there's no better way to explain it, but it's just overwhelming. And I've actually just now, since doing this video, been able to put a word through what I was feeling, and that is overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed by all of these things that are coming at me and just learning more about autism and trying to be true to who I am and navigating my life now that I know that I'm autistic. I don't know, sometimes it gets to be too much. Does anyone else feel that way? If you do, please comment and let me know your own experience and how you feel since you've received your diagnosis. And for those of you who have known that you're autistic, well, let me put it like this. For those of you who have, it's been like over a year since you've discovered that you're autistic, have you gotten off that emotional roller coaster? At what point did you get off that emotional roller coaster? Because, I like to be just stable. Like, when is the feeling of overwhelm going to pass? Anyway, this is just a short video. I think I'm going to start this series as a way to be more personal and share my feelings, not just teach about autism, but to share my personal experience. So if you like this video, definitely leave me a comment, thumbs up this video, and until the next video, I'll see you guys.